Hello everybody, this is Money Mom. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am doing a video that I've decided to do once a year, and this video is favorite books I've read in 2020. Let's get started. The very favorite book that I've read this year, or one of my very favorites, which I've loaned to a friend by the way, is The Biggest Lie in the History of Christianity. And basically what this book is about, and I don't have it to show you, but what the book is about is how God has intended for us to live a transformed and joyous life so we can give to others, and how he wants to change us. And God has to be the one to transform us, but he wants us to live a life where we are loving and encouraging and giving to other people. And one of the big things that he talks about in his book is every act of kindness that we do, he calls it a holy moment. And there's things that we may be doing that we don't even realize that we're doing. For example, smiling at someone, opening the door, any way that we can give to others. And basically, this book is all about encouraging us to allow God to change us to be the kind of person he wants us to be a little bit at a time, so we could transform the world around us. Because I really believe this, and something I do want to say before telling you the next book, is I know many people like to go out and share their faith. And I think that's wonderful. But I think the best way for someone to share their faith isn't by speaking words or preaching at them. The best way is for us to live by example. Are we willing to inconvenience ourselves for other people? Are we willing to not gossip? Are we willing to basically think of others before ourselves and do for other people before we think of our own needs and comforts? I know that can be challenging, but I really believe that this book is the essence of all of that, changing ourselves a little bit at a time. To sum it up, it's like a piece of clay, and that clay gets molded a little bit each and every day. So I think it's a wonderful book, and I really liked it. The title of the book really got me, and it's funny because that book got mailed to me free, and I'm not sure where from, but I really liked it. I liked it so well I loaned it to a friend. So it's called The Biggest Lie in the History of Christianity. Okay, the next book that I love, and I've mentioned this one before, The Hiding Place by Corrie ten Boom. I really enjoyed this book. Basically, Corrie ten Boom was a Dutch watchmaker. Her and her family hid a bunch of people in their home and protected them from going to concentration camp. Well, they ended up getting caught, and the father, her sister, and her ended up going to concentration camp. As many of you probably know, the father and sister ended up dying there. But Corrie, and she still ended up being a forgiving and loving person. And to me, when you have so much tragedy in your life like that, to be able to still love God and show God's love to others, I think is miraculous. We know we can't do it in our own strength, and I am just really amazed at that. To love someone so courageously that you're willing to give up your own life to protect someone else's, now that is Christianity to me. That is love. So let me know if you've read that book. Another book I absolutely love, it's actually a whole series of books, The Complete Work of Florence Shin. Basically, this book is, or it's actually a series of books, is all about, and I'll just sum it up in a nutshell, the power of the spoken word. And I really believe this. One example, if you keep hearing someone say, oh, I feel I'm coming down with something. Well, what happens sometimes? They end up becoming ill. I really definitely believe in this. The more words that we speak out there and what we say, loving and encouraging words, talking about all the things we're grateful for, I believe we attract more of that in our life, and that's what this entire series is about. The next book that I'm going to say is my favorite book of 2020, Atomic Habits. I absolutely love it. First of all, most books I do not even buy at all. Most books I just get off my Libby app. And the reason why is I don't think most books are a keepsake. I like them, but I don't love them. And I only want to buy a book if I absolutely love it. I have to be honest with you guys about something. Most self-help books to me, they all pretty much say the same message in a different way. This book, I'm going to say honestly, is in my top 5 best books I've ever read. I'll sum this one up for you in a nutshell. Couple things. Number one, it's about changing yourself 1% at a time. Just a teeny tiny bit. An easy and proven way to build good habits and break bad ones. So it's all about getting little results by improving yourself a little teeny bit at a time. Kind of like I've said before, make it so easy you cannot fail. But that's not the reason I actually love this book. The huge thing they talk about in this book is that in order to really change, you have to change your identity. You have to change who you are. I'm going to just give you an example. For example, if you keep hearing somebody say, oh yeah, I'm trying to quit smoking, or I'm trying to lose weight. Basically, if you were changing your identity and someone said, hey, I noticed you're not smoking. Oh, I'm not a smoker. It's our words and actually changing. And of course, this takes time to do, but I think this book is I guess I would just say it's one of the best books, and it's definitely worth a read. I highly recommend it. Now, I didn't read these books this year, but I'm just sharing a couple other things that are favorites. I love this book. I've read it before, and I've read it more than once. How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. Really good book. Oh, another book that I think I have on my shelf, How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. I think I said that right. My favorite children's book, The Giving Tree. And one of you guys sent me these devotionals last year, and I really like them. Jesus Calling, the children's version and the adult version. And even though I'm not a child, I love them both. Very encouraging way to start your day. So these are just some of the favorites. If you were to only get one of these, I'm going to recommend Atomic Habits. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's definitely worth it. I would love to know from you guys. Please share with me some of your favorite books that you've read in 2020. And specifically, if any of you have read any self-help or goal books, I'd love to know some of your favorite books you've read of those. That's all for now. This is Money Mom signing off, and as always, I love you. Bye-bye.